Hey guys, this is John Keegan, the Awakened Lifestyle, and I'm here with my amazing, great friend of 8 years, Sasha Daygame. And we have known each other, traveled the world together, not talked to each other, lived together now again just for the last 6 weeks here in New York. And we've really both, we both started off pretty good, but we both keep evolving as human beings, as men. And there's so much that I've learned from him over the years. Maybe he learned a couple things from me. But now I find, this is a guy who is really one of the funniest people on the planet. This is a guy who I never really personally used the word day game. I always just said, hey, the art of meeting and connecting with people. But he literally took that word and made it his own to the point where I remember in the earliest days, you would just see every guy that was following him change their last name to Daygame on Facebook. You remember that? It was like, yeah, it was like Jack Daygame, Frank Daygame, right? But there was, at the end of in the beginning, there was Sasha Daygame, and in the end, it's still there. So, but you would think, oh, that's all this guy cares about is that. And the reality is he's really spiritual person. He's a person who lives out on the edge all the time. He doesn't allow himself to live in comfort zones. He pushes them all the time, and being around him always pushes yours. Just being near him pushes mine, and I push mine all the time. But he always brings some other next level stuff to it. So I think it's just like, if you had something to share with guys who are, I work with guys who are in all stages of their journeys, just like you. And I work with some really successful people, really, really successful, like worldly successful people who are sometimes really interested in spiritual matters and sometimes just slightly interested and sometimes not there yet. And I just would say, if I could ask you one thing, what could you share with all these guys on any stage of their journey about what we're doing here when we're out meeting women? Why is it so important? Why is it so? Why is it such a thing? When you can just swipe or a friend can set you up. Why is it so important to go out and challenge yourself to meet and connect with women all day or do day game, as you say?
That's a great question.
Yeah.
I mean, we're living in Tinder society,
Yeah,
right?
that's right.
And we don't really have a lot of great role models. We're not really given the information that we need to be successful men in life. Like, where do we get that in school?
Right. No,
No,
we don't.
we don't. And so we're in a system that really it doesn't teach men our own value. It doesn't teach us to explore who we are and why we're here. The really deep questions, like what is a man? What is a man? What is a man supposed to behave like or be like? Or what does that even mean to be a man? What does it even mean to be a human being? What does it mean to be a person? What does it mean to be a spiritual being? I mean, all the most important thing that we can do, even before you get out there and start connecting with beautiful women, is to connect with yourself. Like, who am I? This has been the most profound part of my journey. Who is this? Who is this guy? And am I just a person? Am I just here randomly? Did I just two people had sex and here I am? Or is there something greater going on? Is there a reason for me to be here? Is there a reason for you to be here? Are you really just this advanced monkey, or are you potentially a consciousness that comes from somewhere else that's having a spiritual being having a human journey here for a specific purpose to learn and to grow and to evolve and to help other beings on their journey? Maybe there's something going on there too. So, and this is the path of evolution, asking these questions: who am I and what am I doing here? And the guys who really have the most success. I mean, the guys who go out there and just you look at them and they're just doing their amazing things and they love themselves and they feel they're so complete. And you can tell there's guys out there, they don't even need women, they don't even care, and yet they're getting all the women. The guys who are like, I don't really need girls. There's just always girls around, but I don't really need them. Those guys are complete men because they love and accept themselves. They have a purpose. They know why they're on the planet. They know what they're doing here. And because they're so fueled by that desire to do whatever, could be to be a great athlete or even to be the best salesman or to start, the best entrepreneur or the best. It doesn't matter, but there's some purpose. There's some purpose for them being here, and they're excelling in life and they're passionate about life. That passion, which is amplified when you have clarity of purpose. You know what I mean? John's a good example. He's so driven. He is really, when you're around him and you see what he does in every day, he is the world's greatest dating and flirt coach. He's 100% all the time. He's in it. He's helping guys all the time. That's what he is. And when you hang around him, you cannot not be affected by the fact that this guy knows exactly what he's doing here and he's 100% dedicated to it all the time. Doesn't stop. Unbelievable. So when you get to that level of you know who you are and what you're doing, everything comes into place. The jobs you need, the money comes in, all the women that you could. Everything aligns when you're aligned with yourself. And this is my theme of the week. I've been doing a lot of growth the last few weeks. Alignment. Such an important word, alignment. Are you aligned? Are you aligned with your purpose? Are you aligned with your masculinity? Are you aligned in your health, in your wealth, in your relationships, in your purpose, in your truth? Are you living your truth every day? That's it. And that's why this brings me to what you asked. Pushing yourself as a man every day, a little bit pushing yourself is so important in this growth. Because how can you become aligned in all these areas if you're not pushing yourself to grow? Why do I have cold showers pretty much every morning? Or when I'm in Ecuador, why do I go in the cold river when it's fucking freezing? Because it's hard. And I like to wake up and I like to do something hard. You know, when there's a really difficult situation, a really beautiful woman, and anyone else is like, you can't go talk to her, I'm going to talk to her because it's hard. Why did I start doing Daygame? Because it's hard. Because it's hard. Why did I start my own business and not work for someone else? Because it's hard. You know, why do I do anything? Why do I work with plant medicines? Why do I do Cambo, which when you burn holes in yourself and you take frog poisoning and you puke all over the place and you feel like you're going to die? Because it's hard. You know, why do I do fasting? Why did I do a 36-day fast with no food? Because it's hard. You see what I'm saying? So when you're pushing yourself constantly in your dating life, in your spiritual life, and you constantly are growing and evolving, and you become the highest possible version of yourself. And that's what I would say to you. That would be my main message in every part of your life. Push yourself, even if it's a little bit every day, and just have that awareness, that consciousness. Am I happy in my dating life? And if not, what can I do every day to push it a little? Am I happy in my health? What can I do to push it forward? Am I happy in my spirituality? What can I do to push it forward? Am I happy in my purpose and my work? What can I do? And start off with the area that you know you need to work on the most, and get it up, and then work on the rest. And eventually, if you keep working, never think that you'll be done. This is another mistake guys make. Oh yeah, I'll just, when I have $1 million, then I'll be done. When I got that $1 million, then I'm done. Or when I get a really hot girlfriend, that's it. Then I'm done. You're never done. You're never done. There is kind of a done, though. When you fully love and accept yourself for the divine being that you are, then you're done. But then the journey only begins. But that's another topic. That's another topic. So that's a nice little rant there.
Well, this is something like, I'm just saying, because I'm listening, and it's true. It's like we all of us, I don't care who you are, there's places you get stuck. You feel like, oh, I'm stuck here, and that's one of the reasons people contact you and me all the time, is to get unstuck in a certain area, right? And a lot of times what they find out is we unstick them in a whole bunch of ways, you know, and all of a sudden there's a flow. It creates it's more than, oh, I don't have a girlfriend, or it's more than I'm terrible at approaching, or I'm boring, or whatever the problem is. It's more than that, and he just got to the core of it. But the biggest thing is constant. You're never done. Forgive yourself for that. Be excited that you're never done, because there's so much exciting stuff to do. Even if you're like, right now, I don't know what to do all day. There's so much to do once you tap into a purpose, once you align. And just from having known him, like a couple years ago, we were down in Colombia together, and he got me into this amazing stretch routine, which I never stopped for the most part, right? And then this last month, we just upped it. Now we upped it. I added more to it over the years. I kept going. He added way more to it, and then we started meditating. And now this whole week we were meditating, and it's a constant thing of enjoying life the whole way. It's not like I'm uncomfortable, I'm miserable. It's like a constant thing of expanding. I'm here to expand. I'm here to grow. That's why I'm here. I'm here to become all me that I can be while I'm here on earth. So, and I thank you for being here the last month and staying with me. And I've grown a lot from it. I'll be glad not to clean up after him every day. But other than that, it's been an amazing stay. I'm looking forward to our next journey together.
So much fun hanging out, guys. It's all about the self-love. It's okay not being perfect. We're human. Forgive yourself, love yourself, work on it every single day. It's all about how you feel about you. Know that I love you. Peace.
Peace. Until the next time.
Beautiful.